Hi, so I just wanted to talk a little bit about the illustrations that I did for my personal site, mostly just because I think they're cool and I had fun making them. So both this one and it's like dark mode alternative, and these bad boys, which are just like actual photos that I had taken in the studio and then just added this like Cinema 48 or the 3D embellishments to. So let's go ahead and I guess the first thing is that, like, you can see I'm on a Windows. I normally code and do all my work on a MacBook computer, but the renderer that I use, Octane, is very GPU intensive, and at the time that I was getting into using Octane was only available on a PC. So I just do most of my Cinema 48 work on a PC because it is so much like the running an actual GPU beats the crap out of it on board MacBook processing every up and down the block. So yeah, so basically I took the images and I projected them onto a plane as a texture in Cinema 48, and then I added an HDRI, which has a lighting source in a similar spot to the in relation to the image, right? So like this lighting's all in the back here, so that way it hits the image like exactly in that like in the same kind of angular way. Just that like light studio lighting, and the reason that I did that is so that not only the objects pick up that same amount of lighting, but they also project shadows onto the scene. And then I just like put stuff in the scene, right? Like this is a Turbo Squid freebie, and probably another Turbo Squid freebie. I do pay for models sometimes, but boy, not in this case. And then once I had gotten that like locked in, I just went through it and created the same scene again. I just liked the idea of me looking at the computer in both cases because I'm terminally looking at a computer. You can also see like the speed at which Octane Renderer like puts this stuff together, like how quickly it's actually rendering the scene, which is like amazing, especially when it has to do some like wild distortion stuff. Such a cool renderer. I love it. And then so the other scene was the cover photo scene, which was literally just like all like the whole thing I put together from scratch. So there's no reference photo or anything. Though I guess I did also use an HDRI. Same deal. Just like had a lighting source kind of where I wanted one to be. Like the same quality of lighting, the like soft thing coming through. And then I just put together a scene with some planes and stuff, put together like a concrete texture, and grabbed a little plant that I like, because I have that Monstera, you can't see it, I have the Monstera back there that I really like, so I just wanted to use something like that. This is a chair that I had already had from a previous like kind of funsies project. And then once I had that in place, I created like a null that would have all the nighttime stuff in there, so that way I could non-destructively like move walls and stuff around in the scene without breaking anything about the original scene, and I could, obviously like toggle back and forth between them. And yeah, that's it. It was just like I learned like all of my C40 like basics from 3D for Designers, which I extremely recommend. And then it's just a matter of like exploring different renderers and trying different models out and that sort of thing. So yeah, thanks for watching.